Welcome everybody to Never Lucky Fantasy Football. It is Ron, yet again, your boy. We are doing a live best ball draft. It's a $5 draft, boys. This is big money on the line. So we're trying it out, man. We're a week away from the NFL, so we're trying some fun stuff. See what we can do. A lot of movement, a lot of different things have happened. This is an FFPC draft, so we're talking tight end premium. Point per reception, pretty standard best ball, 20 rounds, nothing too special, nothing too crazy. So we're gonna see what types of teams we can draft now. I have like $50 left in this FFPC. I started with like 400. I've done like 100 drafts, man, and yeah, I feel like the earlier drafts are probably the fucking tits because just so many better values, man. I was getting Bishal Tootin late. You're getting Emeka Ebuka late. You're getting so many dope-ass players so much later. And now everybody's just... Like, Trevion Henderson, you're getting, like, the 7th round. The fucking apes are here, man. Every YouTuber, is just blasting the fucking... the videos. Everybody's got all the secrets now, so... Including myself. I've been sharing with you guys the old secrets. But we're... I'm up next, man. My pick is up next. I have a couple options here. I've never done a draft where I've never done a draft where I've gone tight end. Even in a tight end premium, I'm usually somebody that punts it. But let's see. Maybe if Trey McBride falls to us, let's see what we could do, man. We need to get some more exposure to some of these top tight ends because in these best ball leagues, man, sometimes that's what you want to do. So I'm going to go with Trey McBride first because he's probably not going to fall to me, right? Kittle was another option. I just don't know if Kittle's going to be the high volume guy that you want. Let's look at this draft board. How's everybody doing, man? I had my main draft already. I already had my main draft, so kind of the hype is a little bit gone for me. But there's still a lot of best ball. There's still some leagues. If you are a subscriber and you want to join a PPR league, it's like OG, first subscribers to the channel. As we're on this rocket ship to growth, to being a fantasy football YouTuber, you guys can get in on the ground level on a fantasy football PPR league. So let your boy know, man. It is back to my pick. I have Trey McBride. I see Puka and Brian Thomas. This is one of those situations where I'm going to go with Puka. I know Brian Thomas is great. Is Brian Thomas going to get the volume you want in a PPR league? I think he's better in half PPR. He wasn't a high volume guy last year. You now add Travis Hunter to the mix. Is Brian Thomas going to have enough volume to return in a PPR league in that, first? Like, am I going to take Brian Thomas over Puka Nacua in a PPR league? I don't know. You can make the case that Puka Nacua's volume is going to go down with Devontae Adams now in town, but I can't skip over Puka there, so I went with Puka. We have Trey McBride and Puka Nacua. This is a tight end premium best ball league, so tight ends are pretty valuable. The top ones go off the board really early. The middle ones kind of still go off the board around the same, maybe like a round or two earlier, but yeah. I'm gonna ignore quarterbacks. I'm gonna go against my typical strategy where I'm trying to get one of those elite QBs early. I did that in my home league, and I just was not very happy with my team. So, you learn on the fly. You learn as you draft, and as you look at your teams, you correct. A little bit of self-correction. So that's where I'm at, man. Welcome, whoever that is. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the stream. Happy to have one singular viewer at this very early hour. I'm in Germany, so I have to do these streams at a time that makes sense for me, right? What is it, like 9 a.m. Pacific? 9 a.m. Pacific, fucking noon Eastern time? What is it right now? Something like that. So I got to do these drafts at this time, man. It sucks, dude. I can't get in on all the fun with all the other streamers. Shit blows. But welcome. So let's look at this draft board. I mean, it's a $5 draft, right? So you can kind of get wild. You can fucking take your balls out to show them people, put them on tables and stuff. We have a couple of auto drafters, so we're going to be getting sniped left and right by the AI. That's for sure. Any fantasy? Oh, dude, I've been keeping an ear to the ground, waiting for some Quinshon Judkins news because your boy drafted Judkins drunkenly in a live draft, and I'm over here fucking spamming refresh on the news, hoping something happens because he's my RB3. He's my RB3, and my other two RBs are also not very good. So I am legit 1 HP waiting for some Quinshon Judkins news. I'm down horrendous at the moment. This draft is moving slow as shit, slower than Travis Kelce. And it's tough to fill the cold air in a live stream, right? Even with one viewer. It says my bit rate is too low. What does that mean? Does anybody understand video things? Stream bit rate? Huh? Let's see. We recommend a bit rate. This is content, dude. If anybody's here listening to me talk about bit rate, we recommend. What do you recommend? Let's see how that goes. All right. Lamar Jackson goes at the 5. Team 4 is looking pretty nice. Christian McCaffrey, Drake London, Tyreek Hill. That's a high-risk team. He's got the olds on the team. With my next pick, I probably want to take a glance at running back and see what's on the board. I've already made the decision to ignore quarterbacks. So I will not be taking one of the top quarterbacks, even if one of them falls to me. Just can't do it, dude. Hopefully Trevion falls. James Cook, I will settle for. Alvin Kamara, Chuba, Connor. Start adding dudes to the queue. $6,800, huh? All right, it's my pick. Trevion is still on the board. I take Trevion. I'm a simple man, dude. I see Trevion Henderson, I click it. I click the damn button. I'm going to have another pick here coming up. Probably going to want to swoop another wide receiver. It is a start. What is it? I believe, yeah, so you're going to start 2 wide receivers. You're going to start 2 flexes, which you probably want a wide receiver or a high-end tight end. And then 2 running backs. So you probably want to go wide receiver heavy here. It is my pick again. The timer is not my friend at the moment. Janian Daniels. Ooh, still on the board. You know what? I promised I wouldn't. I'm going to go Tet. Oh, did I get autoed? No. Oh, no, I wasn't on the clock. All right. Trey McBride, Puka Nacua, Trevion Henderson. Do I want to go with another running back and just forget running backs the rest of the way? I'm going to do that because I love the wide receivers in that middle section. I'm going to go with Cook. And I'm going to fuck running backs off the rest of the way. I'm going to start spamming wide receiver from here on out. That's the play. One viewer, huh? One singular viewer. You hate to see it. I wonder how do you get reach on a live stream? Like, how do you get viewers? Does anybody know? Live draft from the 110 best ball. There we go. It's too early. Tajay Spears on injured reserve, man. That is brutal. You hate to see it, dude. Ah, oh, man. I don't know how many best ball teams do I have with Tajay Spears on them. I'm completely cucked. Giants are releasing Tommy DeVito, rest in peace. Deontay Johnson, rip. I mean, Deontay Johnson wasn't going to do shit anyway, right? What a fall from grace, man. I love Deontay Johnson. What a great route runner. Dude was so electric back on the Steelers whenever he was healthy. The problem was that the man was soft as Charmin. Let's look at some of these picks. Jahmyr Gibbs, George Kittle, T. Higgins. That's a nice team. When I compare it to my team, damn. I mean, I went Trey McBride, Puka, Trevion Cook. He's got a better running back. Maybe a better tight end with Kittle. I wonder if Trey McBride's a mistake there. I wonder if instead I go Malik Neighbors, then Puka, or Neighbors, then Brian Thomas, or Neighbors, then Drake London, and then just punt tight end per usual, like I always do. Probably. Fucking probably. Let's have a look. I learned a lot this last weekend from my main draft in my main league. I learned a lot. Fucking I went double wide receiver early. I was completely fucked, dude. At the end, by the time it gets back to my pick, the end of the third round, fuck all was there for me, man. I had nothing. Chuba Hubbard is my RB1 in my main league, my most important league, dude. I'm so cooked. And I learned a lot, dude. I think if I were to do another draft strategy video in this last week before all the fucking drafts, I would beckon, dude. I would beg people not to go double wide receiver. Like, it just, I mean, to be fair, in my main league in this live draft, it was fucking a keeper league. So, like, so many good wide receivers, running backs are off the board. Like me, for example, I drafted at the 112 and I had Jamar Chase. So I kept Chase at the 12. So I went Chase Puka. I felt real good about that start, dude. After 2 rounds, I was like, hell yeah, dude. Fucking pour the Gatorade on me already. And then by the time I fucking, yeah, by the time end of the third round came, every mock draft, Trevion Henderson was falling to me. Every mock draft, James Conner would fall. Like, good running backs. Kenneth Walker sometimes. But in this draft, live draft, Trevion Henderson goes in the middle of the third round. Fucking Kenneth Walker goes. Hampton goes. Breece Hall went. Kamara. Like, everyone, dude. I was getting stun locked. Chuba Hubbard falls to me. So does Jalen Hurts. I take Hurts and Chuba. So I start the draft. I start to draft Chase, Puka, Chuba, Hubbard, and Jalen Hurts. I felt okay. I wasn't super down, but brutal, man. All right, that's my pick again. I need to get a wide receiver here. 10 seconds. Jameson Williams, or do we go with Worthy? I think we go JMO. We go JMO. We shoot for upside here in a best ball money league. Xavier Worthy's got hella upside, don't get me wrong, but I think a lot of people are expecting the Chiefs to be back to their roots of being an explosive, get the ball down the field type of team, because they showed it in the preseason as well. But what's more likely, that they keep doing what has been working for them, what led to them getting to the Super Bowl a few times, or suddenly becoming, the Randy Moss Patriots? So that's the question. Do they have a Randy Moss? Can they become the Randy Moss Patriots? I don't think they do. I think they're going to still be the same balanced team, running the ball, dinking and dunking. I think Pat Mahomes would love to be what he used to be. He'd love to be that gunslinger that he was early in his career. But what has worked for them as a team, what has got them to multiple Super Bowls, was not gunslinging. It was being a very smart team. Oh shit, it's my pick again. All right. We're going to go with Rome Odunze, and we're not even going to think twice. We're going to go with Rome Odunze, and we're going to laugh because we just won this draft. Trey McBride, Puka Nacua, Trevion Henderson, James Cook, Jameson Williams, and Rome Odunze. Should I order a championship ring today? Should I? That is the question. The question isn't who should I draft next. The question is, when do I announce victory? Come on, man. Let's get a Quinshon Judkins news blast early in the morning. Let's go into the rest of the week with some Quinshon news, man. Please. Is it too much to ask for? Is it too much to ask for Quinshon Judkins, the first round motherfucking pick by the Browns, to sign a goddamn contract? Is that too much to ask for? Let's check the Twitter waves, the Twitter radio waves. All right, Quinshon, come on, baby. There's got to be something. There's got to be another bite of news. Nothing. Look at Ebica, dude. Early 6th round Ebica. That's a huge mistake, man. I'm publishing a video today about rookies that are going way too high. Or I published it already yesterday. Oh shit! I just saw Ian Hardett's tweet. Top contenders for Friday 4:55 p.m. NFL news on before Labor Day. Rice settlement, Judkins suspension. It could happen, man. Labor Day is upon us. Teams are gonna want to get the news out before Labor Day. Damn, dude, that would fucking send me into the shadow realm. I'd fall into a deep depression. What's up, Big Bills guy? Feedback on your team? I got you, dog. 12-man PPR, quarterback, Bo Nix. Running back, Achan, Hubbard, Harvey, Charbonnet, B-Rob. Wide receivers, Lamb, London, Odunze, Downs. You're over here fucking bragging. Kittle to boot. Brother, get out of here. I mean, for some serious critique, if you're even still in here. I mean, your running backs are your obvious small, weak point of your team, right? I mean, Achan can go either way, right? He can be a league winner. He can struggle. He can, tear his Achilles because of that calf injury. So I would say your team is filled with a lot of upside at the running back position, but you have a lot of guys that I would be a little bit concerned about when it comes to like consistency. Achan, high upside, but injury risk, right? Even forget the calf. In general, he's an undersized running back, right? And they run him between the tackles. Chuba Hubbard, how involved is Rico going to be on third down? Seems they want to use him on third down. So Chuba might be locked into an early down role. RJ Harvey, we're expecting him to be this Alvin Kamara, Sean Payton clone. But I don't know if he's going to have the volume. Sean Payton loves a committee. He loves himself a committee. So I can imagine RJ Harvey just not getting there for us when it comes to volume. But if J.K. Dobbins were to go down, they already released Estime. So yeah, what I would do, honestly, brother, I would see if I can pair like Harvey off the hype of the rookie hype. I'd see if I can pair Harvey with like I love Josh Down. I love Ricky Pearsall, but Ricky Pearsall has a lot of hype. I would try to pair Ricky Pearsall and Harvey and see if I can move up a running back. See if I can move up to like a top, like a top 15 RB. That's what I would do if I had this team, bro. You gotta tell me what, who are the fucking tacos in your league? Who are the dipshits in your league that you can trade with? Every league has those guys that everyone tries to fucking fondle in the trade room, right? Get them into a dark room with no windows, whisper into their ear, "Hey, bro, this trade helps us both." Tickle the booty hole a little bit. Speaking of Bo Nix, swoop! I just sued Bo Nix in this draft. Let's look at the team, brother. Some stuff happened between our last picks. Trey McBride, Puka, Trevion, James Cook. And then shotgun, like I said, dude, these rounds between round 5 and 9, the wide receivers are fucking spicy, dude. I love the wide receivers in this range. I go Puka, I go Jameson, I go Rome, I go Matthew Golden. I'm set. I have 4 starting caliber wide receivers. Hell yeah, man. Happy to help, dude. Happy to help, brother. Come back anytime, man. I'll be happy to answer. If you have a trade in mind, if you're chatting about a trade with someone, and you got a trade in the works, you're trying to move the needle, swoop in, dude. Swoop in. Hit the Discord if I'm not live or if I'm not active. Just hit the Discord if you want, fully free, and let me know the trades, and I'll give you advice for sure. So in this draft, I was trying to stay away from going QB early. I was trying to punt QB, see how it goes. I went tight end early, and I went QB in the 8th round. It's not typically how I like to draft. But yeah, man, for anybody having drafts upcoming, I highly recommend trying to make your draft so that you're getting wide receivers in those like round 5 to 9. That's when you want to be spamming wide receivers. Ideally, you got your running back position sorted. You got your 2 starters in the first like 3 or 4 rounds, or 1. hero running back, like a Gibbs, and then you kind of wait till like round 8 to get your next running back. That's how I would do it. I've noticed in all my fucking best ball drafts, all my mocks, I noticed that's the ideal roster construction. That's the ideal way to draft at the moment. It obviously depends on where you're drafting from. Like, I think if you're drafting from like the 6th spot, you alternate wide receiver, running back, or running back, wide receiver. Now we got to figure out what to do. We have 4 wide receivers, 2 running backs, a quarterback, and a tight end. It is not a super flex. I don't need 2 QBs. Probably could have waited and punted QB even further. Any viewers in here, what do you guys think about this team so far? Tight end premium. Should add that to the title, huh? Tight end premium. Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt in the 8th round. Is this fucking Narnia? Holy shit, dude. Ja'Cory Krosky in the 8th round. Like, there's such a thing as too much hype. There's such a thing as let's pump the fucking brakes, man. Like, Austin Eckler is going to be there. He's going to get all 3rd downs. He's got to go down for Ja'Cory to still probably be stuck in a committee. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. I understand him as like a 10th round pick, right? Like, if Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt were to go in like the 10th round around like Tank Bigsby, Braylon Allen, even Braylon Allen going in the 9th, you don't see that all the time in a tight end premium. It's just insane, bro. Like, what do people expect Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt to be? Are we expecting him to be a workhorse running back? Are we expecting him to be like a fucking 3-down back? I mean, think about Brian Robinson last year. Dude had an absolute stranglehold, absolute monopoly on early downs, and was still like RB18, RB19. And he was productive, right? Like, they trusted him, they gave him everything. There was no split. It wasn't like Chris Rodriguez coming in, getting stuff, getting goal line work. And they already said Chris Rodriguez is going to be the goal line guy for them most likely. So, but you just never know. I mean, he's a rookie. I guess you're drafting him for the upside that he takes over the backfield. But we're talking about a 7th round pick. Damn. Crazy. Like, I think in fantasy football, bro, in draft season, people just get hyped on and they just start flying up boards, man. Because, like, you know, you hear the name, Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt, JCM Bill. Everybody starts getting too big for their britches, dude, and they start drafting him super early. I don't know, man. It's just like Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt going before Quinshon Judkins, even with the contract issue, even with all of it. Like, how? Why? Quinshon Judkins, I think, I could be a stupid fuck here, and a high likelihood I am. I think he resigns. Or I think he signs. I think he signs his contract. So, I don't see the upside. I don't see the reason in drafting. Hold on, let me make my pick here. Oh, Josh Downs. Hell yeah, let's go. All right. I don't see the upside. I don't see why you take Ja'Cory Krosky over Quinshon. Because Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt has a very similar thesis as to why we like him and his upside. The thesis is he's going to be splitting work early. By the time the bye week comes or middle of the season, Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt wins the starting job. He fucking beats out, you know, Christopher Gonzalez or Christopher Ramirez, Rodriguez, who gives a fuck. So it's the same exact thesis for Quinshon, right? Let's say he signs the contract. He's not up to speed until week 4. He comes back. He's going to be the starting guy, and he's way more talented, right? So it's like, why would you take JCM over Quinshon? They both have end of season value. That's kind of why you're drafting them. What do you guys think in the chat, man? Am I talking out of my ass right now? Likely I am, but I believe it. I'm I'm going to go for a big reach here and go with Chig. That's my second tight end in a tight end premium. I'm going to have an eye on trying to... Oh my God, I've been ignoring running back way too much. I've been fucking up. I'm going to have an eye on Cam Ward with one of my later picks, but I'm going to have to shotgun running backs now for the next like 4 rounds or 3 rounds. So let's see what falls. This room is very running back hungry, bro. I mean, look at the state of this board. It's just green. The state of this damn Juwan Jennings falling. I don't know. I don't really know what to think about Juwan Jennings, if I'm honest. Early on, they said he's got a little bit of an injury, and then they were like, it's actually contract negotiations, actually contract issues. And then more info has come out that it actually is an injury. He actually is hobbled by the injury. So that is a tough one, bro, because, early in the offseason, I'm like, all right, Juwan Jennings is one of my targets. Like, the dude showed what he could do, alpha wide receiver type volume and usage. And it has completely flipped. Now everybody's talking about Ricky Pearsall, Big Dick Rick, Slick Rick, many men, Rick Pearsall. And Juwan Jennings, dude, completely forgotten. The forgotten man over in San Francisco. So it's a tough one, dude. If he continues falling and falling, like, you kind of have to pull the trigger on him. Like, I have Puka, Jameson, Rome, Matthew Golden, Josh Downs. If Juwan Jennings falls to me in this next pick, how do I not pick him? Excuse me. How do I not pick him? Many men wish death upon me. Dude, I'm pretty sure this video is not going to be monetized, so I'm about to play some motherfucking music, dog. Copyright strike? Will I get copyright stricken if I play music? Probably, right? YouTube wishes death upon me. Many men wish copyright strikes upon me. All right, dude, enough running backs. Please let some running backs fall to me here. Please. I beg of you. Let me wet my beak. Some of these RBs. Let him cook. Oh, Tank. Bashal. Fill the queue. Ollie. Rashad. Ray Daveskis. Ray Daveskis. Jerome Ford. Probably gotta. Should have a role early on. Where's my boy, dude? Where's my motherfucking boy? Did he get drafted? Hell no. No, Dylan Sampson got drafted. It's all good. We roll, we ride either way. Dude, Tajay Spears, man, fucking rest in peace to the GOAT, dude. I have him in so many goddamn best ball leagues. Rippin' pepperone. Rippin' pepperone. I like to see the tight ends fly off the board. I like to see it. Let's get some running backs to fall to me here. This is a proper, like, double anchor RB build where you go with 2 stud or 2, top 12, hopefully, running backs. And then you wait till the depths of the night to get the rest. Oh no, Tank. Don't do it to me. Tank gets swooped. Bashal Tune shall fall to me. I'm going to speak it to existence. There's no Skynet in between these picks. These are all humans. So there goes Juwan Jennings. Justin Herbert. Is this guy Skynet? It is Skynet. He goes Godwin. Bashal Tune, welcome. Welcome to the squad, dude. Get set up. Get set up over next to James Cook. Take the locker next to James Cook. Set your shit up. Get ready for practice, brother. We're going out. We're doing simulations. We're running through the offense. Lace up. We probably double tap another running back here because I imagine more and more running backs are going to keep getting swooped. I just got to take a peek. I got to take a peek at the wide receivers. It is a best ball league, so you want to make sure you have like 6 or 7 wide receivers, 6 running backs. I'm way off on the running backs. I don't want to wait too long there. You can always find wide receiver value in a best ball league late while the running backs start to get very disgusting. Cedric Tillman. Nah, I got to go with another RB here. The question is which RB? Raymundo Davis, Oliver Gordon. Oh, this is a tough one. Ray Davis has the most. You know what? I have James Cook. I'm taking Ray Davis. We're playing smart, dude. We're ball knowers here in this $5 best ball slim. We know ball. All right, let's have a look at the team. To the one viewer in here. Let's have a quick look. I think this is like a perfect roster construction, by the way. We go with Trey McBride at the top, tight end premium. We go Puka Nacua. I had a couple options there. I wanted to make sure I get one of those last elite wide receivers. We go Trevion Henderson and Cook. We then fuck running back off for like 5 rounds. We go Jamo. We go Adunze. We go Golden. We go Bo Nix. I decided I'll take Bo Nix. You know, I don't want to wait too long for QB. He's one of those elite guys with a lot of rushing upside, so I take Bo Nix. I then come around, I take Josh Downs. I reach like crazy for Chigo Okonkwo because I do have a plan on taking Cam Ward as my second quarterback a little later. So let's hope that Cam Ward doesn't get swooped here. And then I try to fix my RB position. This room, they're souping RBs like it's I guess the goddamn soup kitchen. But I go Bashal Tune and Ray Davis. Keep in mind I have James Cook, so Ray Davis is a backup in a best ball league. Pretty nice, right? No pickups, no waiver wire pickups. So if James Cook goes down, welcome to the team, Ray Davis. Welcome. So my next picks, I have 4 running backs. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wide receivers. I probably want to go wide receiver, running back, or I'll swoop Cam Ward here if it's starting to get a little bit dicey and QBs are starting to go. There's still quite a lot of elite quarterbacks like Jordan Love, Tua still on the board. For the sake of being smart here and not being a complete dingus, I have Chigo Okonkwo. I'm targeting Cam Ward for the stack. It's probably smarter if I target Jordan Love, right? If I target the Jordan Love stack. Now, I don't think he's going to fall to me, but that would be smarter. Cam Ward will be my second choice. Jordan Love will be the prio. Cam Ward second. I don't have any Atlanta stacks. I don't have any Tua. I don't have Waddle or Tyreek. So that's what I'm going to do with one of my next picks. I'm going to make sure I grab one more running back too. Rashad White is already in the queue. Keanu Reeves Mitchell is interesting, but I don't know if he's going to see the field. Blake Corum. You got your high value handcuffs is always something you want to do if you go like a thin RB build. So I can probably wait and get some handcuffs a little later. While I don't know if my boy Cedric Tillman's going to still be on the board or anyone equivalent. I'll add him to the queue. Kyle Williams, hello. You're about to be on my team. Hmm. This is a tough one. I want the second QB, but there's still a lot of good running backs and wide receivers on the board, man. This is when it's when you're drafting at the turn, it's a little tough because you don't get to pick for quite a while after each pick. After your 2 picks, you have to wait. Many men wish death upon me. Any Quinshon Judkins news? Anybody? Come on. Nothing. Nothing. Yo, 1420 subscribers. Let's fucking go. Nice. Oh shit, I'm on the clock. We take Cam with the first pick. Look at this QB run. Skynet. Per usual. Every draft I'm in, I get fucking obliterated by AI auto draft. It's like they're in my room, dude. It's like the fucking auto draft AI is in my room. There must be like a micro drone somewhere fucking takes a snapshot of my queue. We got it, boys. Take Jordan Love. Over. I swear, bro. Bundle Rooski. That's a good name. That's a good fantasy football team name. We're back on the clock. The running backs are going to get very disgusting, but I have 4 of them. I'm going to go with Cedric Tillman over Kyle Williams, over Trey Harris. Cedric Tillman's going to be the wide receiver 2. Deontay Johnson just got motherfucked off the team. He got dropped. I've received a text from my wife. Many men wish death upon me. There goes Tajay Spears, the GOAT. Friend of the channel. It's a one-way friendship, though. Let's look at the team. Trey McBride, Puka, Trevion. You know what? It's probably better to look at the team from here. Bo Nix and Cam Ward are my 2 QBs. I got Trevion, Cook, Tootin, Ray Davis. My 4 RBs. Puka, Jameson, Rome, Matthew Golden, Josh Downs, Cedric Tillman. 2 serviceable tight ends. 1, possibly the tight end 1 in tight end premium leagues. Feeling good. This is a good draft, bro. This is a good team. This team all comes down to whether Trevion is is Himothy or not. Is he Himothy or is he a Mirage? My next 2 picks, I think, are going to be one of these handcuffs. See if there are any high-end, high-end handcuffs still on the board. I swoop one. Najee Harris. I know I make fun of Najee Harris quite a lot on my channel, but Najee Harris isn't. He's not too bad in the 15th round, right? I mean, he's at the very least, he's a handcuff. At the very least, motherfucker's wearing an eye patch, and he can only run. He can only run right. Dude has to make 2 right turns to turn left. 2 right turns? 1, 2, 3. He's got to make 3 right turns. All right, Najee. All right, Najee. This run's going left. On it, coach. Motherfucker cuts back. 3 spin moves. Oh man, eye patch, Najee eye patch Harris. Bro, that's jokes. That's jokes, fam. Start talking like a Gen Z. I feel like if you're streaming, if you're doing live streams, you have to kind of talk like a Gen Z. Dude, we're cooked. We're cooked, fam. Keanu Reeves Mitchell. Taj Brooks is a nice one. Dude, there's still some valuable handcuffs here. Chilling on the motherfucking free agency pool. Kyle Williams as well. Damn. All right. I mean, I guess I'll take Kyle Williams in the 18th round. 15th round. I guess you're going to force me, dude. If you're going to force my hand, I guess I'll take Kyle Williams. Shit, fine. All right, dude. All right. I got to go RB with the next pick. Let's have a look. What would be the highest upside here? What would be the highest upside? Roschon Johnson, I think, has the highest upside on this list, I would say. Roschon Johnson has the highest upside. He could very well not be on the team as well, and then it's Monangai as the. That's a little bit of a risky pick. I don't want to ruin. I mean, this could be the big winner. This could be the $60 team. The $60 of winnings could be allocated to motherfucking your boy over here, but I can't ruin this 16th round pick. Could be the difference. DJ Giddens for. It's Taj. It's got to be Taj. It was always Taj. It never wasn't Taj. If Chase Brown goes down, you have the 3 down back for a high octane Bengals offense. Taj was always the answer. Wife text. Can't pause the live stream. You gotta address the texts right away, boys. You guys know how it is. Y'all know the deal. Y'all know how it goes. We're cooking. I think we probably set a cue and dip the fuck out of this because this is boring. It feels like the play. We're just going to add a bunch of dudes. Roschon, Kendre, Brashard Smith, Kareem, Damian Pierce. That probably does it at the RB position. Anyone else? Probably does it for RBs, right? I mean, there's not enough upside for any more after those names, in my opinion. At wide receiver, let's start adding the high upside, late round dudes. Trey, obviously. Let's try to do this in order. Darius Slayton, Quentin. There he is. Jalen Noel. He moves up to right there. Amari Cooper just signed with the Raiders. Amari. Have people forgotten about Amari? Have they forgotten about Dre? I think they've forgotten about Dre. I think Amari goes to the top. He goes to the tippy top of the mountain, and he's only halfway there. Jalen Lane, what the fuck are you doing in my queue? Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. Anyone else? Olamide. I hate Olamide, dude. I have Luther Burden, and I hope Olamide catches fucking COVID. Who do I like more? Garrett Wilson. Welcome, Mark. By the way, sorry for the profanity. Garrett Wilson or MHJ. Damn, brother, that is a tough one, honestly. So I think I take MHJ. Yeah, I take MHJ because the offensive coordinator for the Cardinals has said we misused MHJ last year. They didn't get him into screens. They didn't get him on intermediate horizontal breaking routes. They didn't get him those high-value fantasy football touches that we love. They said they'd fix it. Garrett Wilson, how do you fix Justin Fields? How do you fix him? Is he suddenly going to learn how to throw the ball? Because, bro, I know it was just the preseason, but I was high on Garrett Wilson all offseason. I was saying he's a must draft. He had crazy volume. He was like second in the NFL in volume last year, and he was still only like wide receiver, 11 or something? Wide receiver 12? I don't even remember. Go with MHJ there, brother. All 08. You came to the right place for some help, my friend. Keeper League. Can you choose Jaden Daniels for a 10th round pick or Nico Collins for a 3rd? I have the 104. All right, man. Let me make this pick and I got you. Let me make this pick and I got you, brother. Stick around. Okay. Roschon Johnson it is. All right, I'm going to help you out here. So, you're drafting at the 104. If you take Jaden Daniels in the 10th, you start your draft with potentially Jahmyr Gibbs, Bijan Robinson, CeeDee Lamb, doesn't really matter. At the end of the 2nd round, there's still a lot of running back value on the board. The wide receivers, not that sexy. Running back, sexy. So you go wide receiver early. You go with Jefferson, CeeDee Lamb, or Chase, or Nico, or Neighbors. You get one of these top guys, bro. Check out my rankings if you want the rankings. 2nd round, you take an RB at the end of the 2nd round. You take Bucky, Jonathan Taylor, Chase Brown if he falls. And that is why you want to take Jaden Daniels. Just take Jaden Daniels, bro. He's the better value. He, league-winning quarterbacks win leagues now. We know that the top 4 guys are league winners. So take Jaden Daniels. This is such a screaming value, bro, in the 10th round. Just to give you some context, in my home league, I had that almost exact same conundrum. It was Jaden Daniels in the 9th round for me, or Jamar Chase in the 1st round. I went with Chase, and I deeply regret it. Deep regret. Because if I would have went Jaden Daniels in the 9th round, I could have taken the second slot, take Jahmyr Gibbs, take fucking, CeeDee Lamb, Jefferson. I could have had my pick of the litter, man. And I kind of fucked it. I bottled it. So even though Nico is great value in the 3rd round, man, take the quarterback. You can just fucking AFK when it comes to quarterback the whole draft, and it feels so nice. You can just go, like I said. Hope that helps, bro. Hope that helps. That's the draft. No, it's not the draft. There's still 2 rounds. What's the team looking like, man? What are we doing? Let's have a lookie. All right. Bo Nix and Cam Ward are our 2 QBs. It's a single quarterback tight end premium. Trevion, James Cook, Baichel Toon, Ray Davis, Taj Brooks, Roschon. I like all these running backs. All of these running backs are either starters or high-end handcuffs, in my opinion. I like Puka, Jameson, Roma Dunze, Golden. No problem, bro. Happy to help. Dude, this is a great team, man. I might print this out. Print this $5 league out. Put it on my motherfucking wall. Will this be the team that makes me $43 richer after fees and taxes by FFPC? This is the team that will pay for my beer the following weekend after winning. We got to keep scanning the news, man. We got to keep scanning the news because I am on Quinchon Judkins' watch. We're waiting for the Quinchon Judkins news. We're waiting to hear or see if he signs a contract because we've made fatal errors and we've drafted him in some of our leagues. So we're on Quinchon watch. Suspension watch. These drafts are an absolute drag, man. They last too long. 45 minutes for a $5 draft. 57 minutes for a $5 draft. Pedro Hidalgo. ¿Cómo estás? Feedback 12-man PPR. I got Drake May, Jonathan Taylor, Alvin Kamara, Jamar Chase, Tedero McMillan, Tucker Kraft. You're just over here bragging, Pedro. ¿Qué estás haciendo? George Pickens, Caleb Johnson. I don't know who Loop is. Who's Loop? Everything I say depends on who Loop is. 49ers defense. On the bench, you have J.K. Dobbins, Brock Purdy, Trey Harris, Deebo Samuel, Elijah Arroyo. I like your quarterback situation, even though you don't have an elite guy. I like Purdy and I like Drake May. Those are both very awesome picks, bro. Purdy's probably going to be your guy most of the season, but if Drake May takes the next step that we think, Loop. Wait, Ravens kicker's name is Loop? No, it's not. There's no way that's true. Hold on. I need to go to a league where there's kickers. Dude, I'm not in any leagues with kickers. What? His name is actually Loop? Oh, he's the dude who hit the 61-yarder? Ah. So Justin Tucker, huh? What was his... Why did Justin Tucker get... why did they drop him? Did he, say the N-word? Or was he a conservative or a Trump voter or something? Should have got a pay rise if you ask me. No. All right. Sorry, Pedro. Let me help you out. I love your QBs. Your running backs are good. They're not great. You're very thin at running back, right? Because Jonathan Taylor, he's dealt with injuries in the past. Alvin Kamara, getting up there in age. J.K. Dobbins. What do I have to say about J.K. Dobbins, bro? He's had multiple season-ending injuries, but he should be the starting guy. So it's a decent team, bro. But you're thin at running back. What I would do if I were you, man, try to package Deebo Samuel. Try to package. I know this kind of hurts to say. Oh, you have Caleb Johnson too. I forgot about that. The problem with Caleb Johnson is that he might be stuck in a committee the whole season. And the fact that he can't pass block very well might actually be problematic because Aaron Rodgers doesn't have a lot of mobility, bro. So all of your running backs are guys that they could be great, but they're also not incredible. So see if you can package Deebo and Caleb Johnson or Deebo and Pickens. More than likely Deebo and Caleb Johnson. to move up at running back and move down at wide receiver, if that makes sense. I don't even know if you're still here listening, bro, but and that is the Superflex draft, or that is the best ball draft. I think we got a good team. For anybody still here, that's the draft. Let's have a look at the team. Bo Nix, Cam Ward, Anthony Richardson, Trevion Henderson, James Cook, Bashal Tootin, Ray Davis, Taj Brooks, Roschon, Damian Pierce as our running backs. It's all decent running backs. I mean, Damian Pierce kind of sucks dick, but he's also not. He might actually have some playing time early. Puka Nacua, Jameson Williams, Roma Dunze, Matthew Golden, Josh Downs, Cedric Tillman, Kyle Williams, Jalen Noel our wide receivers, Trey McBride and Okonkwo as our 2 tight ends. That's the draft. Hope you guys liked it. It's been an hour. I don't know why anyone would watch this, but I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.